What up, St. Louis, and welcome to OnSTL.com.
Today's segment is sponsored by VisorView. Never back up in your car again without seeing if anyone's behind you before you do that. That's how people die, you know.
That's true. This is what happens. But what if you saw Bill back there?
Wild Bill Young is with us today.
He's wild.
Wild Bill Young, who grew up in U City. A black man who grew up in U City, who sings country.
He's
U City, probably the only place on the planet where nobody sings country.
Yeah, what happened there?
His dad sang
Honey,
country.
what happened?
It's a special story. We actually started out, just years ago. I started out, in other words, getting involved in country music because my dad was a trucker. Told the story
There you
on
go.
every
My
night.
dad was a trucker.
How did you, really? Your music is more like symphonic punk, funk, country, disco.
Yeah.
It's not really country.
Yes, exactly.
But thank you for introducing the country music crowd to some real music.
Yes. That's what we like to say, and that's what we're being credited for, is creating a new sound in country music. One that, and the rest of it's fine, and I do a lot of the old classic stuff, I do, but our brand new sound that's unique, that's our own invention, is that brand new sound that you hear that's got the fusion with hip-hop, rock. We've got some reggae stuff fused in some of it, so it just depends on what song you're listening to. But we're pretty popular for that upbeat, high-tempo, high-energy country music that we do. So such as when we did the Texaco Showdown, we came up after everybody played, and we got through, the lady came up and said, "Wow, that'll get you going." Well, that kind of, was a good acronym for what we do, because what we do is kind of wake up a sleeping giant. Country music is the oldest music known to the country. Most of the songs we write are all anthems. People like to compare ourselves, say, to a timeless sort of an effort, because what our songs are, I speak about Nothing Like Friday Night, Next Train to Nashville, Helping Hand. All these songs are things that don't go out of style. The ride. People have always wanted to ride. They're always going to want to ride, from buckboards to buses to trains to planes. Everybody likes to move. So that song is a national anthem for movement. What we have also, when you talk about Next Train to Nashville, is a dream for a guy, a kid that's showing anybody anywhere across America, rural areas as well as the country and the suburbs, that you can have a dream to be involved in country music. Because I wrote the first song down in the basement at about 4 o'clock in the morning after watching an episode of Hee Haw. Now, that's back in 1995.
Wait a minute.
You're killing me.
Did your baby do you wrong?
No, it wasn't that kind of a deal.
Okay.
It was sort of like a life-changing moment for me. It was where I was sitting, and I said, well, I've got to do something about my life. This is back in the, it's just been written up in all the papers, from the Post to Riverfront Times to every paper around here, and the news media as well. Everyone knows I was a troubled teen when I was 14, 15 years old. I was actually one of the first juveniles to be certified in Missouri to stand trial as an adult.
Wow.
Made some bad choices. That's 30 years ago or so, more than that. Way more than that.
Because you were wild.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you say to the young
Yes,
kids, young teenagers today that are getting in trouble?
I suggest to kids to get with a group of kids that are positive, to get with kids and listen to adults that have their back in mind, which means they're giving them good advice. So when someone tells you to turn around, what you want to do is take a second thought and say, do I know more than them? And they've been here 30, 40 years longer than I have. See, everybody's a grandmother, grandfather, a neighbor, someone that's trying to tell you. May not have your mom in your life. I know that's tough on kids nowadays. May not have a father figure there. But if you just look, it's not far away. Someone that's tried to tell you right. It may be that person that's not flashy, not attractive on the block. It might not be the coolest dude in the gang, but somebody's got some sense.
Well, wow, Bill, thank you so much for coming by here. Sorry you got lost on the way.
That's okay.
You're
Thank
from
you guys for having
the
me.
area. Is that
Yeah, just a little twisted. I wouldn't say lost, but I was a little twisted in here, the way they've got new stuff going on.
Ron, did you want to just close this out?
Bye-bye.
See me no more. I got a feeling you still love